What's up, guys? Today I'm gonna talk a bit about the upcoming UFC event, UFC 215, that will be from Canada. Um, I have to say that I've been looking forward to the rematch between Nunes and Shevchenko, and I've also been looking forward to the Johnson fight for his 11th successful title defense. Let's hope it does end up like that. But first, I'm gonna talk about the 3 fights on the main card that aren't the title fights. Jeremy Stevens versus Melendez Gilbert. I think Stevens will have a really hard fight. And Melendez is going to try to take him down as much as he can to end the fight on the ground, because if he stands and trades with Stevens, it might be a bit too much for Melendez. So I think Melendez is going to take him to the ground, wear him out, try to ground and pound and submit him. We'll see how it goes. I'm excited for this one as well. The next one is Pedro versus Latifi. Hands down, Latifi is going to win this fight. There's no question. And if I'm wrong, yeah, then you can all prove me wrong. Yeah, I have nothing else to say, but Latifi is going to win it. The next fight is Neil Magny finally returning to the octagon against Rafael dos Anjos. So this is a fight that's going to be interesting as well. But I do have to say that I see Rafael taking the win, because his fight with Belgium's Tarek Sefendine was he put his foot on the floor and let everyone know that he's still in the game. He can last all the rounds he needs to last to get the victory, and I think that he will take Magny to the ground and try to submit him, but we'll see how it goes. Now for the co-main event, the rescheduled women's bantamweight title fight, Shevchenko versus Nunes. I'm pretty excited for this one because I've wanted to see a rematch between the two ever since the first fight, because the first fight was really close. Nunes was pretty dominant in the first 2 rounds, but then Valentina came back at the last round, pretty much dominated the entire round. Yeah, if it would have gone 2 more rounds, and I know everyone says it and everyone doesn't agree or says it's total bullshit, but I do have to say that if that fight that night was 5 rounds, Shevchenko would have won, because Shevchenko still had a lot of energy left. She wasn't going to be tired or get fatigued. Nunes was getting tired, and she was getting slower and slower, and her power was gone, and she tried to take Valentina down, but Valentina easily reversed it. That just shows how much power Valentina still had after getting the best of her in the first rounds. Now, as this fight will go, I think that Nunes will try to do her best to get Valentina to the ground, because Valentina, so far, even though she won from Juliana Pena by submission, armbar, she was getting dominated by Nunes in their first fight on the floor. So I think Nunes will try to do that again, because standing and trading with Shevchenko ain't gonna work. Because I'm pretty sure that if Nunes would fight Holly Holm would also outstrike her, so she would have to fight dirty, get in a clinch, get her to the ground. That's exactly what she's gonna do with Valentina. But clinching against a Muay Thai fighter who's known to be close knees, elbows, close strikes, uppercuts to the body, Nunes will have her hands full with Valentina. and I do hope Valentina gets the win. I have nothing against Nunes, but I just want to see Shevchenko win the fight. Yeah, either way, it's gonna be one hell of a fight. It won't be a boring match, you can be sure. Now for the main event, I'm really happy that Demetrius Johnson now finally has a main event title shot and is the main event of the main card. I mean, he had to make a lot of noise to get where he is now, but it worked. Now, this will be his 11th title defense, and if he wins, he'll be the first champion to ever do it. He will surpass Anderson Silva's record of 10 successful title defenses. Now he's tied up with Anderson Silva, and if he gets the win, he's going to be the first champion and the only champion probably ever to do this. Ray Borg is an amazing fighter, also very skilled, very good on the grappling part. Striking, not so much, but he's getting better. He's proven that in his last fights. But Johnson is just faster. He's more calculating. He's actually the Floyd Mayweather of the UFC. He looks at his opponents, he figures them out, and then he finds the holes, the openings, and he exploits them, and he gets the job done. Yeah, this one goes to Demetrius Johnson, hands down. It's gonna be one hell of a fight. Either Johnson is gonna finish the fight by submission, or he will win by decision. Yeah, that's my prediction for UFC 215. Let me guys know what you think. Yeah, I said that wrong. It's let me know what you guys think. Stupid asshole. Anyhow, let me know what you guys think. Who will win the main event, the co-main event, and the other matches. If you want to talk about the prelims, feel free. I have to say the one fight in the prelim card that I'm looking forward to is Moras versus Evan Smith. Smith will win. And Cejudo versus Race. I think that Race will win that one. But yeah, we'll see. McMahon is also back. I think she will win against Vieira. And Tucker versus Glenn. I don't know those two, but I'm looking forward to see them fight for the first time. So yeah, there you have it. Enjoy.